Hi, the beginning of the week, and today is not Sunday. Today is Monday. Yesterday I was traveling. I was in the airport and in an airplane and all that, coming back from dropping off my oldest daughter at college. It has come to that. Pretty wild. Good college though, so very cool. It was like, this is good. Okay. So that was happening yesterday. Coming back. And cloudy day again, but it's going to be hot, they said. I believe that's true. And I wanted to pick up reading more of the Dewey for Artists to pick up where we left off. So, hope you're all doing well. I'm doing well. Not enough painting time, of course. Life keeps happening. Okay. So we left off with she brought in Robert Pirsig and Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. And if you haven't read that book, it's a good one. Maybe I should go back and read it. Probably a good idea. So, all right, we're on page 15 and in your PDF, the first new paragraph. As early as 1891, Dewey affirmed that each of us, quote, is not born as a mere spectator of the world. We are born into it. We are each an agent, he said. And if that is taken away, nothing remains, quote unquote, nothing remains. To be a maker is to be a participant. It is not just to take hand to material. Making is more than the physical labor. It is careful observation, precise thinking. Quote, looking for the underlying form, quote, unquote. Pirsig called it. Looking for the underlying form. Right on. Perfect. Martin Puryear is a sculptor who applies consummate craft as he arrives at a form. He is a maker who has broken barriers between art and craft, as well as what it is to be an African-American artist in the modern tradition. Yet when he publicly spoke with Theaster Gates, he arrived at a perplexing point as he tried to understand the younger artist's expanded practice that spans from the studio to the boardroom to the street. Gates explained that the variety of things he creates is his work as an artist. This is not by fiat or conceptual ploy, but because of the care he puts into each aspect of his work. Seeing the threads that run through them, and over time, he builds his life with the parts reinforcing the whole. So working in multiple ways is about crafting the right project as he seeks to, quote, resolve the right form for the right context, unquote. Then no matter the shape the undertaking takes, quote, I get the same euphoric, artful feeling as being in the studio, he said. Very cool. Should look up both of those people, Martin Puryear and Theaster Gates. Martin Puryear's sculpture is just stunning. If you're in New York, go to, come on. It's right there, right next to my head. Anyway, his work is great. And Theaster Gates, he created like libraries for the community. I mean, very cool stuff. Chicago? maybe, or Detroit, maybe Detroit. I don't remember. To Dewey and later Pirsig, making goes to the core of our being. One must be a mechanic. To be a maker is to be fully engaged in what you're doing. Interests are at work, no matter how wide or idiosyncratically defined. They drive what you do, shape your intentions. While curiosity is an attribute, this word does not begin to capture the passion or urgency that comes from values that you hold dear at the very moment they are played out in the work, and which cause what you do to be critically important to carry out and draw to conclusion. The maker, as a participant, values the doing as much or more than the thing done, and, quote, does not shun moments of resistance and tension, but rather cultivates them, not for their own sake, but because of their potentialities, bringing to living consciousness an experience that is unified and total, unquote. Care, though this word speaks of skill and craft, of knowing how to do things well, is always about giving your full attention to the making. To Dewey, the maker undertakes an inquiry. The maker undertakes an inquiry. It need not be revolutionary, a first, but nonetheless, it must be a discovery for you in the moment. No matter how many times you have been there, you do it anew. To do this, the maker has to be present in the moment, fully conscious. You live it. And this making is vital each and every time. Right on. Totally. To do this, the maker has to be present in the moment, fully conscious. You live it. And this making is vital each and every time. There is no doubt that Dewey's great respect for artists sprang from his sense that they assumed this role out of necessity. To the philosopher, artists possess a keen ability to hear their inner voice and bring forth things into the world, while also continually challenging themselves to see in fresh ways, to locate resonant meanings, and to create change. To do so, artists occupy their own realm and control their means of production, even if they pay dearly for that freedom. Indeed. Indeed. Dewey wanted this possibility for everyone. He thought if conditions were such that a worker could produce, quote, articles of use that satisfy his urge for experience as he works, unquote, articles of use that satisfy his urge for experience as he works, then psychological wisdom would tell us that that worker would beneficially gain in consciousness. In turn, such work would contribute to consumers' quote, heightened consciousness of sight and touch, offering small amounts of aesthetic experience to us all. But changing methods of mass production would require a, quote, radical social alteration, unquote, because care was not an economic priority to those in power. No kidding. Well, the next section is called embodied making. I'm tempted to just well, maybe I'll stop there. Maybe next time I'll read a little bit about embodied making. It's good. Good book. Good life. Good making. All right. I'll stop there. I got to make some. I do. I really do. All right. I'm going to go draw. You all take care. Draw, paint, make stuff. All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.